Approximately 2.6 billion litres of waste oil finds its way to the ocean every year. Over 5.25 trillion pieces of plastic are in our oceans. Ocean conservation is not just a buzzword or a passing trend. It's an urgent call to action that cannot be ignored. Growing up in Gibraltar, I've always been surrounded by the sea. From a very young age, the sea inspired me. I, like every other Gibraltarian, spend the vast majority of my year by the beach, and I've realized the importance of the sea and all its creatures, not only in regulating our climate, but in protecting our world. The oceans bring value, allowing us to use it for pleasure, providing us with invaluable resources such as food and even the very air we breathe. They regulate our climate and play a crucial role in maintaining the balance of our planet's ecosystems. We can all add our grain of sand to the global problem of climate change.
We are proud to be Mr. Gibraltar's Ocean Ambassadors.
With my platform, I started my Young Ocean Ambassadors program, where I work with young people and empower them with knowledge to consider and value the importance of our oceans, not just on the local scale, but appreciate the regional and global impact of the oceans.
I'm John Cortes, Minister for Environment and Climate Change in Gibraltar, here overlooking the Mediterranean Sea, and I want to congratulate Miss Gibraltar Faith Torres on her Miss World journey so far, and thank her and congratulate her too for the wonderful work she's been doing to encourage knowledge and protection of the environment, particularly the marine environment, so important in finding nature-based solutions to tackle the problem of climate change. Thank you, Faith Torres.
It is calculated that almost 2/3 of the current CO2-induced warming has been caused by the previous and current generations. We're the first generation to live with the effects of climate change and the final generation who is able to take action, which is why I focus my advocacies with young people. Whether it was as a student ambassador for Gibraltar's Aspire conference, where students could learn from keynote speakers and participate in interactive workshops, or from encouraging individuals to participate in the underwater photo competition and plant a seed day, or simply being an advocate on social media platforms.
My name is Dr. Lisa Masilio and I'm the Chief Scientist for the Government of Gibraltar. I'd like to take this moment to thank Faith, Miss Gibraltar, for her extraordinary work this year in promoting nature conservation and marine conservation in particular. Faith, you've done a great job promoting it, especially with the youth, putting that important message on a public platform. I wish you all the best for this amazing trip. Good luck with Miss World.
During my endeavours, I've made it a mission to develop new skills, from public speaking to diving. The sole purpose of this was to challenge myself and do an underwater cleanup to reduce the litter that ends up in the ocean and create a safer environment for the underwater life. Both aquatic life and the marine ecosystem are negatively impacted by marine debris. Marine life is put at risk by rubbish that makes its way into the water, including plastics and abandoned fishing gear. When they consume plastic waste, fish, sea turtles, marine mammals, and even birds become ill. Another fatal risk to marine life is entanglement. Both large and small animals can become entangled. They can't protect themselves, thus they could choke, starve, drown, or expose themselves to predators. Participating in an underwater cleanup can lessen the danger posed by marine waste and increase the safety of the undersea environment for aquatic life. What stood out to me the most when safely disposing of the debris was the fact that it was all covered in black tar.
Oil is an ancient fossil fuel. We use it to generate electricity, to power certain sectors of our economy, but when oil is spilled into the ocean, it can cause devastating effects.
The chemical spill poses a significant risk to the short and long-term health of local residents, marine life, and the surrounding environment. In 2021, the AM Ghent allowed 1.8 million litres of oil to be spilled into our waters, damaging the breeding site of a European protected species. In 2022, the OS-35 suffered a collision and sank just shy of 700 metres from Catalan Bay Beach and leaked heavy fuel oil into the bay. In 2023, the gas Venus spilt 3,000 litres of black tar into our oceans and washed up on our coastline. Research indicates that an oil spill of this kind will have long-term repercussions on the environment, lasting 10 years. Therefore, if we continue to have oil spills every year, we restart that 10-year timer and will be causing significant long-term harm to the ecosystem. So I volunteered with the Nautilus Project, an organization that is working to protect and preserve Gibraltar's marine environment for future generations. With a young group of volunteers, we patrolled the nearby coast to determine which sections were the most affected. We responded by addressing the oil spill head-on and using towels to brush oil off stones.
If I were to ask you to close your eyes and imagine the most relaxing setting, the vast majority of people would picture a beautiful beach. That's because many people link their happiest memories to beach holidays. It gives you a chance to forget about your worries and breathe with the ocean.
The ocean offers a place to find clarity, perspective, and an opportunity to escape the hustle and bustle of daily life. Research shows that people who live near the ocean are calmer. Even the color blue makes people feel less stressed. City researchers have found that blue spaces improve mental health. The oceans help take care of our mental and emotional well-being. We need to recognize this symbiotic relationship and help take care of our oceans in return. We only link mental health to humans. Everything that lives and breathes deserves mental clarity. Our animal kingdom has nowhere to go. Nature is crying out for help. Let's personify our oceans. If we keep injuring, offending, inflicting trauma and neglecting her, she will lash out. Only when we were confined due to the COVID pandemic did this planet finally take a deep breath.